What's up to all of my PS3 fans who are tired of me posting these Reach videos and saying stuff like, oh, I don't have a 360. Well, this one's for you guys. This is the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood beta, and not really available to the 360 guys, so their turn to suffer through something that they don't get to enjoy. Yeah, like I said, see, it is that multiplayer beta, and honestly, I'll probably end up getting the game, but it is not for the multiplayer. The single player is probably going to be good, because, I mean, all the other Assassin's Creeds were good. And I could see the co-op multiplayer modes being kind of fun. But when it comes to the competitive versus almost deathmatch-ish type of multiplayer, it's just not... I don't think it works very well with Assassin's Creed. This is just some random game that I'm posting that you're going to be watching while I'm talking, but... and I should also note that these things I'm saying, it's all my opinion, and it's based off of, like, 3 games. So, I mean, it is subject to change. I don't really know, but this is, like I said, all my opinion. First off, I mean, it's the multiplayer beta for a game that isn't as popular as, like, say, Modern Warfare was, or Halo, or any of those, so there's not as many people in the beta. So finding a game was actually really tough. I would have to wait 5 or so minutes before I could get put into a game, and that was kind of annoying. And another problem is, I don't know if there was a way to mute people, and that was really annoying. I don't remember if this game was one of them or not, but there's this one guy who just would not shut up. And he seemed to have thought he was God's gift to stuff. And then I realized it's probably what I sound like when I play Modern Warfare, because I honestly complained about everything in that game. But just to talk about the game, I guess, in this wanted game mode, which is what this was, I think it's the only mode available in the beta right now, but you are hunting one other person at a time, and at least one other person is hunting you. And it sounds kind of cool, but the huge thing, the reason that Assassin's Creed was so fun, like the first 2, was that you would have to be really stealthy. I mean, assuming that we're doing this right, you have to be real sneaky, can't kill anyone else, and you would go after your target, hopefully without getting caught. I mean, usually after you stab the guy, all the guards would be after you, but until you stab the guy, no one was supposed to know you were there, pretty much. And that doesn't work with the multiplayer, because it's true, the person you're after has no idea that you're the one after them, but they're after somebody, and it's just way too confusing. And one thing that always bugs me is after someone kills you, it always pops up this little message like, oh, because of the lock feature, this guy was able to follow you, or this guy was hiding and he surprised you, or just something like that. Or my least favorite, blend in with the crowds to avoid being spotted by your pursuers. And I'm just like, what the hell? There's a compass that leads them directly to me. And that's exactly what it is. There is a compass that you follow directly to the person that you're after. They can't blend in. There's no dodging that. It's not be sneaky and try to find it. It's run right at them. This is where you need to go, and then stab them. So it's not Assassin's Creed, in my opinion. It's just who can kill somebody the fastest. And I don't think that's what it should be about. There should be like stealth and stuff like that. And someone could make the argument that you have to be stealthy so they don't know that they're being followed. And to an extent that's true. But because if they do spot you, it does initiate a chase and you have to catch them, and then that obviously makes you kind of visible to the person who's following you. But I'll be honest, that it takes a lot for them to spot you. I don't know if I did it in this video or not, but I know in some of the other games that I played, I dead sprinted at a guy, and he didn't spot me. And I was just able to ram a blade into his throat. And I'm just like, well, if I can do that, then screw stealth. I'm just going to go run straight at people and stab them. And I know I didn't do it in this one, but I won a couple games just by doing that. And that's not Assassin's Creed. So, like I said, I probably will end up picking this game up for the single player. I'll probably enjoy the co-op modes, but I just don't think the competitive modes are really that great. I mean, you can watch from the video. The fact that I'm not very good might have something to do with it, but I really just think it's not Assassin's Creed. That compass completely ruins everything. Just, I guess, to say how it works, obviously it points you in the direction, and as you get closer, it gets wider, and each person, it gives you the selectable characters, and each person picks one, so nobody can be like the same character as another person. And it tells you in the top right corner who you're after. It shows you what they look like. So, following that general direction, you can spot them without any sort of problem. Even if they're so-called blending in a crowd. You know where they are, and you're like, oh, I'm just going to stab this person. And I think that completely ruins the stealth. I know, I'm really just repeating myself. I've got like 4 minutes left, and I don't even know what to talk about anymore. It's not... I know what to talk about with things I like, or with things I have good complaints for. But, okay, I guess those are the bad things. Like I said, I think the single player will be great, just like the other ones were. The way everything plays, I think it's, just like all the other Assassin's Creed. It doesn't look like they've changed much, which is kind of cool. I will talk about the addition of the perks and abilities and stuff, because apparently every game has to have perks now. And that's things like disguises and sprint boost. Those are really the only things I've noticed. There's lost streaks where I don't exactly know what they did. I just know there's lost streaks. But the disguise, I think, is a joke. It does change what you look like, but pretty much all it's going to do for you is get you more points if you kill somebody like that, because that compass still leads them right to you. So even if you are disguised, it's like, yeah, I guess that doesn't look like the person that I'm supposed to be following, but the compass points me right at you. I'm going to stab you. So it's not very effective. It has some slight uses, but really anybody with common sense will see right through it. I know this isn't the way it's supposed to be, but honestly, it got to the point where I was just hoping for a chase, because I thought those were the most fair. I'm like, I had a compass that pointed me right to him. I almost feel bad about killing him. But when I chase, he knows I'm there. I know he's there. It's kind of he has to run from me and hide. And I think that's kind of cool. Those were fun to me. One guy would just not shut up this one game about how bullshit they were. But honestly, I thought they were the fairest part about this game. The assassinations do look very cool. I'll give them credit there. That they look awesome. There are some new ones. Honestly, I think a guy stepped on my throat once and I cringed, because it does look really good. So to summarize, we've got everything looking beautiful. Graphics are fantastic. Assassinations look great. They've added some new ones in. Obviously, there's some new playable characters that look pretty good. Gameplay hasn't changed much. Addition of the abilities and the perks and whatnot. Nothing huge there, really. It doesn't change how the game plays. And I'm sure everything else will be fun. It's just that the multiplayer, I don't think it works with Assassin's Creed, apart from co-op, which I haven't got to try. Obviously, it's not in the beta as far as I know, but that might be pretty cool. I could see that working out well. But other than that, it's just not it. I'm not looking forward to this competitive multiplayer. That's my opinion. Obviously, you guys can go try it out for yourself. If you're a member of the PlayStation Plus, it's free. I think the only other way you can get it is if you pre-ordered it. But honestly, I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you got if you can afford that PlayStation Plus, I would recommend it. It's awesome. So other than that, I guess you guys take care. Bye-bye now.